Like a river flows surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be. So take my hand, take my hand.
Everyone, can you be seated? Hi everyone, how's it going? So on behalf of the bride and groom, we want to thank everyone for being here today. Now, before we officially get started, just a reminder, please make sure your phones are on silent, and a quick housekeeping item. Right after this ceremony, there will be a cocktail hour directly to your right. So the bride and groom invite you to please go and enjoy. Everyone except for the immediate family, you cannot go enjoy yet. We need you to stick around and make sure you take some photos with us, so please make sure to do that. Thank you. And for those of you who don't know me, I'm Ryan's cousin, and I am also the best man. So hopefully you like hearing me talk, because I have to give another speech at the reception too. And what I want to start with, and what I typically do, is I want to make sure everyone kind of understands the reason and the how and the why we're here today. So every great couple has an origin story, and for Ryan and Alessa, their story began just like any great love story, completely unexpected. Both working at Disneyland at the time. They had known each other for a while, but it wasn't until they worked on a project that they really got to know each other even better. At first, Alessa thought Ryan was probably the most serious, quiet guy she had ever met. He wasn't exactly the open book type, almost like a robot, but focused really on the task at hand. But the more time they spent together, Alessa started to see a different side of him. During their downtime, she would talk his ear off, telling him everything and anything that he would listen to, and Ryan attentively listened, gave great answers, and really just showed that he cared and was in the moment for that conversation. It really stood out to her because up until then, she never really had that with anyone, and that's what really truly made him special. Then, fast forward a little bit, COVID happened, the strange twist of fate that really turned out to be a blessing in disguise. They stayed in touch, and Alessa really started to see even more of Ryan's caring side there. He constantly checked on her, making sure she was okay, which meant the world to her because she was living alone at the time. Now, on to their first date. After some discussion, you both agreed that it was a drive out to Torrance Beach. You picked up some In-N-Out, parked by the ocean, and shared a special yet simple moment of just some conversation amongst friends. It wasn't an extravagant night out, however, amidst the chaos of COVID and the world at the time, it really truly served as a piece of normalcy, and I think that's really why it all really led us here today. The years that followed were filled with many adventures, many vacations, countless dates, each one bringing you closer together. And now the big milestone, the proposal. Now, some proposals are simple and spontaneous, but if you know Ryan, you know that just wasn't the option. This man makes timed spreadsheets for their Disney vacations down to the minute, and so naturally, his proposal needed to be military level precision. Step 1, location. The Griffith Observatory, one of Alessa's favorite places, perfect backdrop. Step 2, a fully scouted mission, solo by Ryan to the Griffith Observatory 2 weeks before the proposal to make sure everything was good. It's like he was planning a heist, making sure he knew exactly where the reception was the best, where the sun hit perfect, and just where that special spot would be. Step 3, a PowerPoint presentation. Yes, you heard that right. He assembled a full run of show, sending it to their parents, my sister and my brother-in-law, who were going to be helping take photos for them, just to make sure everyone knew their roles. And yet, despite all of this, Ryan made one tiny mistake. When he scouted, it was a little closer to after sunset, so when he looked at the parking lot, he thought, everything's great. There's so much parking. But what he failed to remember is that Griffith Observatory is a hotspot around sunset. You get a perfect view of downtown LA, and on the day of the proposal, it turned into a parking war zone. So while their parents and everyone else was waiting inside, perfectly in place as Ryan instructed them to be, Ryan and Alessa were trapped in the car circling the parking lot. Now normally, Ryan, being cool and collected, was now in full panic mode. His PowerPoint timeline up in flames. Every second felt like an eternity. Meanwhile, Alessa, blissfully unaware of what was going on, was trying to figure out just why Ryan was so stressed out and gripping that steering wheel just a little tighter than normal. Finally, found a spot, rushed inside, only to realize that Ryan was now really behind schedule. The sun was starting to set. Alessa, of course, didn't really want to go outside. She wanted to explore the inside of the observatory, where service was not the greatest, so other parts of his plan were starting to unravel. He paced, he texted, tried not to sweat through his shirt. Everything just started to unravel in real time. But somehow, despite the chaos, he pulled it off. As they approached outside, getting closer to the spot, Alessa didn't even notice my sister pushing people out of the way to make sure that the spot was clear, their parents watching from the second floor, and then the sun setting at the right moment, Ryan got down on one knee, and of course, Alessa said yes. That, my friends, is how a spreadsheet-level, PowerPoint-coordinated, stress-induced proposal turns out to be the perfect moment. And now, before we get into the vows, there is one traditional coin ceremony that I'd like to invite Alessa's mother, Mabel, up.
We gather today to witness the exchange of the arras, a symbol of the couple commitment to share their lives and resources in marriage. Brian, you are about to give Alessa these 13 coins, a symbol of your willingness to provide for her and share your wealth with her. Alessa, you will accept these coins, signifying your trust in your husband and your promise to be a wise steward of your combined resources.
Alessa, receive these coins as a pledge of God-willing blessing and sign and the good gift we will share.
Ryan,
I receive these coins
as a token of God's blessing
as a token of God's blessing
upon us
upon us
and a sign of the and a sign of the goods
that we will share together.
that we will share together.
May these coins, a symbol of your combined wealth and commitment, remind you always the importance of sharing, caring, and support each other. May your home be filled with abundance, both material and spiritual. May you always remember that it's more blessed to give than to receive. May God, who brought you together, smile down on you, watch over you, and walk beside on every path you take. May God bless you who loves you, bless your life in the most amazing ways today and always. Love you.
Thank you. All right, Alessa and Ryan, at this time I invite you to declare your vows to one another. And actually, you can go ahead and face each other. Alessa, I'll hold the mic for you. We're going to start with you. Please repeat after me.
I, Alessa, take you, Ryan, as my husband. I promise to love and stand by you through every joy and challenge, in sickness and in health, for all the days of my life.
Ryan, you may now repeat after me.
I, Ryan, take you, Alessa, as my wife. I promise to love you and stand by you through every joy and challenge, in sickness and in health, for all the days of my life.
You guys can face me again. Now, as this next chapter begins, remember that a strong marriage isn't just about saying I do today. It's about choosing each other every day. Keep dating each other. Keep making time for one another. And continue building a love that grows stronger and stronger with every new memory you both create. Now, in preparing for today, I asked both of you to share a favorite memory that stands out to you. For Alessa, it was October of 2022, when Ryan, in true form, planned the perfect date. It wasn't anything over the top, just a day filled with the things she loves. Amazing food, a great show in LA, and most importantly, Ryan by her side. She remembers feeling overwhelmingly happy that day, realizing just how special he was. For Ryan, it was their first big trip together, Hawaii with his family. It was the longest they had spent together till that time, morning to night. And in that time, he saw just how natural and effortless their connection truly was. They had so much fun, and Ryan shortly after moved in with Alessa, knowing that they had something special. Alessa and Ryan, please face each other and join hands. Now, before we move on to the important question here, I also asked what you each look forward to the most about being married. For Alessa, marriage has always been something deeply important to her, but only with the right person. And with Ryan, she knows she's found that person. She wants to be his rock, the steady foundation he can always rely on, especially in life's most challenging moments. For Ryan, marriage is about commitment to something bigger than yourself. It's about caring for your partner, supporting them, and ensuring they have everything they need. He's also especially excited about starting a family together in this next chapter. Together, you both complement each other perfectly, balancing strengths and weaknesses, bringing out the very best in one another, and you are proof that sometimes opposites really do attract. Now, Alessa, do you take Ryan as your husband and promise to stay by his side through sickness and health, joy and sorrow? Sorry, this is a lot. as long as you both shall live.
I do.
And Ryan, do you take Alessa as your wife and promise to stay by her side through sickness and in health, joy and in sorrow, so long as you both shall live?
I do.
You will now exchange rings as a symbol of love and commitment. Let them serve as a constant reminder of the bond you've formed with your best friend. All right, bear with me, I have to do this part too. Alessa, we're gonna start with you actually. And you can place it on Ryan's finger and repeat after me.
I give you this ring as a symbol of my love. Just as a circle of a ring completes itself, so you complete me.
And Ryan? Please place the ring on Alessa's finger and repeat after me.
I give you this ring as a symbol of my love. Just as a circle of the ring completes itself, so you complete me.
Now, before we officially wrap, I want to share something that stood out as I listened to your stories. This happened during the rehearsal too, and we were wondering if this was going to happen during the ceremony. It did. So before I officially wrap this up, I want to share something that stood out to me as I listened to your stories and prepared for today. As I do this, normally a theme kind of stands out to me that both of you, as you tell your stories, a word really strikes me. The theme that came up was care. You both spoke about how you deeply care for one another, how you always put each other first, and how that care has been the foundation of your relationship. Never forget that. It's truly what makes you the perfect pair, ready to take on every adventure together, just as you always have, but now as husband and wife. And before we move forward, take a moment, look around at all the smiling faces here today, your family and your closest friends. You both talked about the importance of support system for one another, and here is your support system for you. Whatever life brings, we're here for you. Now, with that said, Alessa and Ryan, by the power vested in me, by the super official, highly legitimate Universal Life Church, and the great state of California, I now pronounce you husband and wife. Ryan, you may kiss the bride. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my absolute privilege to introduce for the very first time, Mr. and Mrs. Inoue.
Dreams that you dream of once in a love.